Oh, the entitlement, an absolute right to usually monetary benefit, such as Social Security, welfare, passport, yes, state issued identification, granted immediately upon meeting a legal requirement. Oh. Now, you have the legal obligation, yes, to enforce the laws. Now, you want to tell me why my sons are in the wrong grades? You had an immediate obligation to remove them from that school district. Now, this attorney oath, it talks about not taking into consideration yourselves. So, what did every attorney decide to do? You decided, right, that there was no obligation to the defenseless or oppressed, yes, and that even though you know of all of these crimes, there's no possible way that you could be legally liable for what has happened. That's not what that says. There are some actual absolute rights that citizens have. See, I have the absolute right to get notice of court hearings. I have the absolute right to get a dissolution of marriage. Yes, that is a legal, valid dissolution of marriage. I have the absolute right to use the United Nations because the marriage certificate was issued from them. Yes. And that means I have the absolute right to get it dissolved. Now, you've obligated me to be married for 6 years because your thought was, well, not my problem. But it is, oh, it is your problem. See, I tell you, right, I have the right to get divorced. You have an obligation to make that happen. When you don't enforce my rights, yes, because they're absolute rights, I do not have to be married. But I can't get divorced, yes, until I'm able to get your fraud removed from the court system. Now, your thought is, well, if he had the money, he could motion the United Nations himself. You know, that's the torturous mindset of a judiciary. Yes, that sits there every fucking day with their own assets, wondering why it is I haven't sued them for everything they'll ever own. You know, the conceitedness, the arrogance, the pride of those